Today I'm gonna install keyless entry on this 1990 Volvo 240, and there is central locking on this car, so all the doors operate and the trunk also, except the driver door, which means we need to add a solenoid to the driver's side door in order for the keyless entry to open and close all doors, including the driver's side. So this is the donor of another Volvo 240 on the junkyard. So this is the actual motor that operates your lock, and we need a hard wire to make a rod to operate the lock. This is the keyless entry remote that I bought off eBay, and it includes two remotes. They are pre-programmed. We have the actual brain box for it, and we have the wiring, and this is the model so that you know. And I might need some more wiring. Now the first thing what we want to do is first of all we need to remove the cover for the door. Okay, to remove the door panel we will remove 1, 2, 3 clips, 2 covers, 2 Torx, this cover which is already broken from my previous installation. Okay, so let's do that. Now these ones here are Torx number 20, and this one, just unscrew the pin here. I remove the cover, all the bolts. Now the door handle. Oh, there's another one there. Now this one, get out of the way, and the door handle just twists and it pulls out. Now you want to disconnect all the wiring. I'll film it so I'll have a reference. Now the door cover just slides upwards. And I've disconnected the speaker wiring. So you'll have to figure it out. Now the door motor is gonna go into there. Now the motor will be over here. Now that is your lock. Let's see if I can zoom. There is your lock, and there is your wire in there. Okay, for now let's just install the... Now the bracket is reversible, so I'm going to put the bracket on the other side. You can see there are 2 holes here. So what I did is I reversed the bracket and I made this little hook here. This is how it's going to go up and down. Now this is what is gonna move. You have the idea, yeah? Now what I did is I've drilled a hole right there, And now I'm gonna install it and connect it over here. So the solenoid is in the motor, and here's the connection from down, and here's the connection above. It's a pretty hard wire, so now look through from the motor. Okay, now just a matter of connecting it. So what I did now is I've added a cable. It's a speaker cable, the one I use for the JBLs. Now the motor has two wires, blue and yellow. I made the yellow to be red and the blue is the plain one. Now I have to run it through the harness, through the grommet here, and I need to run it all the way under the dash towards the two lock and unlock relays behind the vents there. So for now I'm gonna just transfer the cable all the way through. So the progress is protected a little bit the wire, zip tight, and now I use the same wire hanger. I connected the wire to it and I've threaded it through the hard wire into there. I did disassemble a little bit here of the undercover, and now I'm gonna just pull the hanger wire to thread it through. So there it is. I just need two hands. I don't have a helper today. There you go. Okay. Now I've threaded the cable for the motor. We wanna connect it to the remaining all 4 solenoids parallel, and we need to find out to locate relay number 188189. This is your central locking relays. One of them lock, one of them unlock, and it's behind the vents. I've never did it, so I'm gonna fish them out right now. So I'm gonna try and find it, and then this is the keyless, the central locking diagram, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 solenoids. All of them are connected parallel to these 2 relays, and this is your key switch. Okay, so first of all, let's find out the 2 relays. Okay, took me half an hour to get to those relays. Now there is 1 Torx on the side here. There is 1 click at the bottom, 1 clip. Same thing on the other side. 2 Torx at the bottom, and I did remove the glove box, which is very easy. Just screws all over. So here is the glove box out, Torx, and you have this clips. Just turn with a screwdriver and it comes out. Pull the dash here out, and then I'll turn the light on. Yeah. And your relays are over there. You'll see them. These are the two relays, lock-in and unlock-in ones, and they locate under, over there, behind, far away. I used a screwdriver and one of these pliers to fish them out. Now they're out. Now I have to figure out where to connect. Now I've threaded the cable from the door all the way to the dash here to the relays, and this is your driver door lock, the new one. Now if you see, it says yellow and blue. Our yellow is the red one. Now the yellow goes to the yellow on one of the relays. Only one relay has yellow, and the blue goes to the blue, which is on the other relay. Now let me show you that. Here are the two relays, and you can see yellow is one relay, blue is the other one. So I'm gonna splice that and connect there. Okay, you can see I've connected yellow to yellow, which is my red, and blue to blue, which is my plain. Now the lock should work when I turn the key. So when I turn the key a little bit, you will see the lock is operating. Now the next step is to connect the brain box. Now I'm not an expert, but I figured it out by reading a little bit, that we have the 4-wire here. We need only 2 wires. Red is the constant power, 12 volts, and the black is the negative. The other 2 we don't need. The other 2 cables over here, this is your lock unlock to the relays, and at the relays, the red wire at one of the relay is the lock, and the green wire is the unlock. Now we need to give power to the box, and I did find one. Here is a plus, it's content 12 volts, and it runs through a 6 ampere fuse, which is nice. I'm gonna give power from here, and the negative, the wires are pretty long, the negative is gonna be over here. The brain box I'm planning to put at an easy location to reach behind the glove box, and the antenna I'm gonna thread it to that vent, to that grill, because the brain box has a antenna. Okay, so the positive wire all connected, and I brought the cable over here, and the black one, this is it. I've threaded over here to the negative, and I've taped out the blue and the green. We don't need that. Now we have power and ground to the brain box. Now we need to connect the lock unlock function. There are two wires. Now by the instructions, the green wire is lock, the blue unlock. Now if the green is lock, it tells me here to splice it at the red. So the red is lock and unlock is the green. So we're gonna connect it. The green is the lock one, and the lock is the red. And the red one here is only on one relay over there. And the unlock is gonna be the blue wire from the brain at the green. Okay. So the unlock is the blue one from the brain box is there. And if you notice, it's the green that's on its own. And I'm gonna show you on the diagram here. Look, unlock goes to the green one that is on its own. The other green, you can see it's connected to each other, so it's the one on its own, and there is the other two that are connected together, this one. And the red one, which is the lock one, over here to my green. So lock green, unlock blue, power red, black, ground. The other two are not used. Let's connect it to the brain box and give it power. And we'll give it signal. One hand. And it works. There you go. So now I'm gonna tie everything and assemble back everything. So the two relays are back in place. You have to take out the glove box again, and there they are. You can help yourself with one hand under and one hand from here, and the other relays. So here's the box connected there. Make sure the wiring doesn't pull on the connector there. And the antenna goes through there all the way to over here. And then I'm just gonna close it. Okay, now the glove box is gonna go back in. And here's the finished product. Thanks for watching.